Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time, and sometimes, particularly on Wednesday evenings, we do it live, like right now. It's great to be here with all of you. And sorry we're starting out a little late. You know, I was thinking about some of the streaming stuff that I've been doing lately, and I thought, you know what? I think I might want to do more of this going into 2026, and I might want to try and stream to some of the other services out there. You know, it's been a long time, but I used to stream on Twitch as well, and kind of got away from that. But, you know, there's a number of tools out there where you can take your stream and just blast it out to all of cyberspace. You know about the cyberspace. And so I was looking into that, and in the process of doing so, I edited some of the settings. I got creative with the Streamlabs, and probably in a way that maybe I shouldn't have ventured all the way out into. You know, maybe I didn't know everything that I was doing. But look, crisis averted. I got it figured out. Here we are, live again on another Wednesday. So, thank you. And to those I made wait, please know that I didn't feel good about you waiting. I saw you waiting. It shows me all the waitings. So, Blazing Attack. Your attack deals plus 40% damage and inflicts Ignite. Holy cow. After defeating an enemy, deal plus 40% damage for 5 seconds. Any damage you deal is increased by 30%. Whoa. Okay, so I think we're going to go Ignite, the Blazing Attack thing. Let's do that. Hey, Sekiro, you passed your written exam, went to the interview, accepted a job offer to the residency program. So you got an offer on the spot at the interview? That's amazing. Congrats. All kinds of wins lately. That's fantastic. Boy, they really packed it in for you, too. All the exams. And now you can truly just kick back, right? When does the residency begin for you? Does that start up right away then? I figured we'd start out with a run in Kalina, just hit all the areas again, and well, run the store in the best way we possibly can, right? Just put together some really awesome deals for all the townsfolk that have been so kind to us, right? All right, each time you cast armor on this relic, it gains 6. We will definitely look to do that. All right. Cheers to all of you. I am out here with a cold brew decaf. Don't want to be up all night. Although I might make it a later night. You know, we've got Thanksgiving tomorrow, of course. A whole lot of football watching and relaxing, so I might stay up a little bit later and play some Silent Hill 2. I ended up picking that up today. It was 50% off on Steam. What a time. Love a good deal. Hey, I appreciate that, Cameron. Thanks for being out here with us. I like Wander's channel. What was Wander up to? I dip in every once in a while on Wander. Begins on the 19th of January, so you have a little bit of time to wait. It's a nice 6 weeks of training at the hospital on a few different floors. I'll be spending 2 weeks on each of 3 floors. Wow. That's cool. That's exciting. Next time you burn, this relic gains its quality. Each time you burn a common relic, this relic gains 6. I feel like we are going to be burning commons. In fact, we'll go ahead and do one right now. How about it? There it is. Okay, we'll put this over here for now, and we'll do that. It was a clean daytime run. Super cool to see how you both play individually. You know, I know Wander's been doing quite a bit of content on the game. I don't think I'm the only one hooked on it. That's nice to hear. Well, you know, I did get the other spear that we were looking at the other day, and I was able to upgrade the store as well. Now, speaking of, like I mentioned last time, every time I log out of the game, it takes away my custom special button. Let's pop that back on real quick here. You know, you get used to it, right? And then when it doesn't pop off, you go, oh no. But this one actually makes the spines, you know, the droppings bounce back and forth. They home in on the enemies, and then they'll actually bounce off onto other enemies. It's really nice. Okay, spikes have a 25% chance to become super spikes. Your gun grants 14 thunder stacks. Man, that might be nice to get some thunder going as well. Yeah, why don't we do that? Okay. I'm definitely playing other games right now. But this one has happily taken the majority of my time. I think it just does a really good job at what it is. How about all of you? What are you playing lately? Maybe I need a recommendation and knock me off of Moonlighter 2 for a bit. Alright, let's see what we got here. Corner burns relics in the same column and gains 6 for each burned relic. Burns the pointed relic and gains 6. Well, this one sells for a little bit more, so we will go with this. And let's go ahead and put this over here. We'll put this over here. We'll change this out over here. We'll do one of those. Get some more quality points. This one benefits as well because it's a burn. That's each time you burn, right? So let's go ahead and put another common here. We'll burn that guy. And we're going to cast armor on this guy. Good deal. All right. We'll just we'll stick these over here because they're good commons to burn as well. Been playing a few different rogues, but it's been mostly what you've already played. Most of what I play is from the channel. I've been going between a few. Well, hey, I can appreciate that. I'm glad to hear it. Currently binging Outer Worlds 2, 16 hours in. Yeah, you know, Cameron, I actually have Outer Worlds 2. And I need to spend more time with that game. I kind of just dipped in for a second to make sure that I would like it, you know, and then that it was as enjoyable as the first. And I got in and I said, "Oh, this is fantastic." And then, well, then I bounced out, and that was kind of that. So I definitely need to get back to that one. I mentioned I picked up Silent Hill 2. I'm going to spend some time with that. And I also picked up the Ubisoft Prince of Persia game. That thing is marked down to $10 right now on Steam. It's the Metroidvania version. So actually, the vote for the next Tinner game was very, very close, and it came down to Prince of Persia and Silent Hill 2, and one of the channel members said, oh, well, that just means you got to play both of them. And I said, oh, okay, and I thought it over, and I said, well, I did want to play both games, so I guess we'll play both games. Yeah. About to finish the first island after 14 hours. Hey, that's cool. Good for you. Loved Silent Hill 2. Look forward to your playthrough. Awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Sneak in a quick sip there. Now that I'm not fighting. All right, once placed, burns adjacent relics and gangs 10 for each burned relic, and this one sells for a really nice price here. Relics that burn others gang 8 after applying their effect. So I think I'm going to go with this guy. And let's pop this over here. We're going to pop this over here, and we're going to burn all of those guys. And that is going to be quite nice. This gets a nice little buff as well. And, boy. Boy. Let's put that over there. So, you know, this is where the goat could make a dangerous mistake with having these pitfall trap areas here. But that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. 4 sides, not 3. Yeah, Cameron, you know what? That's a good call. That's a good call. That is a good call. You would be correct. I think you and Goon mentioned that the other day. But that's okay. That's all right. We're just funning around. Burns all armors and gang 6 for each armor burned. I do think I have an armor out there. Relics that burn others gang 8 after applying their effect. Yeah, let's do this guy. Yeah, we've got the 1 armor out there, which that's great timing. We got to put this in the corner, so that can go right over there. We're going to bring this guy down here, and then we're going to pop an armor on it. Have that gang some quality. And then let's just take care of that right now. We'll pop this over here, and we're ready to rip. We're ready to rip. Okay. This is going quite nicely so far. Yeah, we did the fun thing of getting the house all cleaned up for company tomorrow. That's fun, isn't it? Not really. Not really. It actually wasn't too bad, though. We've been, like, doing it along the way so that you're not left with a whole big job the evening before. That's how we used to do it. Then, of course, you go into scramble mode. Your special grants 6 thunder stacks. Yeah, why don't we help we'll help our gun out a little bit. Now, let's be honest, the Ignite is probably the best thing we've got going for us right now. Alright, the trap will take care of that guy. Oh, that was outstanding. Yeah, the barbs from the spear can be really, really good. Alright, Ignite can be applied twice, with the second stack dealing 40% damage. I think that's probably what we... Oh, I think we've got to do this. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. I feel like this has been a great time to catch up on TV viewing, watching movies. We did end up watching another episode of Welcome to Derry last night, but we also watched the first episode over again, and we talked over it, my daughter and I, you know, just to, hey, did you pick up on this? Did you see this? Look at the color of that. Do you think they chose that color for a reason? You know, just trying to pick up on the little things. I just love that universe so much. Hard not to. All right. Critical chance increases 0.10% for each thunder charge. I mean, that wouldn't be the worst. Take 50% less damage from traps. You know, Goon mentioned the other day that this might help us against the boss because his attacks are considered a trap. So let's lean into that. Let's test that theory out. I thought about a reroll, Cameron, but yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. All right. Trying to decide here. I'm probably gonna go 2 ignites, and then we can get these down here. Yeah, we're gonna lean into ignite. Yeah, you're really gonna like it when you get around to it. It is quite special. I don't want to say much more. It's very, very enjoyable. You like that universe, I feel like they've done a good job. They do not hold back, I'll say that as well. Oh my. I think we're gonna get an extra thing of Ludens here. Alright, we're gonna pop... Well, let's take a look at this first. Once placed, burns adjacent relics and gangs 10 quality for each burned relic. Each time you burn a common relic, this relic gangs 6. Oh, I wouldn't mind another one of these. Just double down on everything that we're burning. That would be totally fine. All right, we're gonna move this over to here. We're gonna pop this over here. Perfect. And we are going to put this guy over here. Good deal. All right, we're just gonna pop that over there for right now. Got to the end screen in one night. I love this game. Glad to see it's getting more attention than the first game. You know what? If you're talking about rolling credits, I actually rolled credits on it too, but there's more to do. So I hear you. I hear you. I do have good things in my cup tonight, DWD. I am drinking a cold coffee here. It's a dark roast. It's delicious. Speaking of, cheers to you. All right, let's keep going. Ongoing. Relics that burn others. Gang 8. After applying their effect, burns all armors and gang 6 for each other armor. Well, you know, I don't think we have any armors right now. I'm gonna go portal eggs, mainly because of the sell price, right? Could see a case to burn this too and reapply armor with this guy. So let's do that. Actually, let's go ahead. Yeah, boy, let's move some stuff around here. Let's go right. Let's put this over here. We'll pop this over there. And then we're gonna apply some armor real quick. Okay. Good. That's nice. Recently, getting into the universe more as I've gotten older, I never knew that all of his works had their own universe. Try not to watch scary shows or movies when my daughter is with me, and she's always with me unless she's napping, which isn't often. Yeah, I know. I completely hear you on that. My daughter is older now and super into the horror stuff, and so that's nice. I've got a buddy to watch horror stuff with. My wife and other daughter are not into it. Used to just be me soloing, which is, you know, still totally fine. Increase max spearheads by 5 and increase their damage by 40%. Spearheads travel 50% farther and deal. Oh, I like this one. I think we're going to do that. Yeah, it is quite the universe, and, you know, to your point, a lot of his stories are connected. You know, so there's little Easter eggs along the way, and I would say some of those Easter eggy type things are popping up here and there. It's quite nice. All right, let's send those out. All right, let's whip you. Grew up watching so many horror movies I shouldn't have with my dad. He loved them. Now I love them. That's fantastic. All right, which one stands out for you? You know, in terms of a horror movie you watched when you shouldn't have, which one is standout? Because I've told this story before. My mom had told me, "Oh, you're not gonna watch that Exorcist movie. You're not watching it. You're not going to like it. It's over your head, you know, etc., etc." If you remember VCR Plus codes, you could open up the TV guide and punch in the VCR Plus code, and well, you just set that VCR up to record, and that's exactly what I did. It came on at 3 in the morning, and the next day I was locked in, and I should have waited. Should have waited on that one. It was too soon. Well, at 90% health or higher, your special deals plus 45% damage. Oh my. Well, look, I like both of these. I just don't know how often I'm going to be at 90% health or higher, so I feel like this is actually the way to go. Common instead of an epic, I know. Pet Cemetery. Oh, goodness. That is such a great one. That is such a great film. You know, I even like the remake they did of Pet Sematary, and you know some of the changes they made creatively. I really appreciated that. I've read the book too. It's fantastic. Nice timing on the lightning. Taking a little bit of damage out here. Might have to use a Ludens. Come on. All right, let's send these at him. The Exorcist was one of them. We had a blast. The pea soup made us both laugh so hard. Yeah, the pea soup is, that is definitely a moment. Enjoyed more of the comedy spin-offs on Scary Stories. Young Frankenstein, Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop is fantastic. I wish Rick Moranis, would have acted longer. That guy's fantastic. But I get why he left Hollywood for a little bit. Once placed, burns adjacent relics and gangs 10 for each burned relic. Yeah, we should be able to do something with that, right? Let's set something up here. Now, we could burn this one in order to give it armor again, so let's do that. Let's pop this guy over here. And Cameron is going to be so excited. We are doing all 4. Look at this. Look at us. Look at us. All right, 59. Holy cow. This one's up to 82. That's the highest I've ever had. Now, let's go ahead and apply armor here. All right. Poltergeist is a classic. That was one of them. I'm going to tell you something. Poltergeist legit scared the bejesus out of me. And, well, I came back for more, of course, because of course I did. You watch Poltergeist 2, and boy, that gentleman's name is escaping me right now. It's going to come to me eventually. But the guy that played Henry Kane, holy cow. What an acting job by him. Wow. Jack, I did hear that he was coming back for Spaceballs. That's awesome. That's going to be so much fun to see him again. Remember watching Halloween 3 Season of the Witch with her, and I would always watch some of Stephen King's work with her. I believe one was Red Room, if I'm remembering correctly. Right, Red Room, The Shining. Oh, the little creepy psychic, Tangina, right? Yeah, she was fantastic. Now, I'm pretty sure she hosted, like a show about hauntings. Her name is Zelda Rubinstein, I think. Don't ask me why I know that. If you know, you know. Yeah. 100%. That's 100%. And if you know, you know. And we know. Well, how about, how Craig T. Nelson was messing with her when she walks in and he's like, hey, you know what? You already know what I'm thinking, so you go ahead and just tell me what I'm thinking. I really enjoy Craig T. Nelson. Any damage you deal is increased by 25%. I like that across the board. Ignite deals plus 60% damage for each ignited enemy. That would be pretty tremendous. Thunder hitting an ignited enemy causes them to explode, dealing 100 damage. I like that too, but you know what? I think since we're getting to the end, there's only so many ways to damage the boss. I think we will probably just go with that guy. We're going to get a couple more legendaries, which is awesome. Okay, for the next 3 encounters, take 10 damage each time you shoot, then increase 50% gun capacity. For the next 3 rooms, your max health is halved. For the next 3 rooms, avoid destroying breakables. You know what? See, here's where I wish I could see the upcoming rooms. That's not a thing, is it? No, that is not a thing. I'm not going to do any of those things for right now. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to go fire again. I guess there were 3 rooms. I wasn't sure. All right. He's going to get taken care of. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. All right. Outstanding. Yeah, Poltergeist 2 is a favorite as well. You know, I feel like it's a hidden gem. And, you know, all of us are upset about the third Poltergeist, aren't we? And if you haven't seen it, don't. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Not worth it. That ride is not recommended. But, you know, I think the girl that played Carol Ann was so sick at that point. That's just a bummer. That's a bummer of a movie. All right, thunder hitting an ignited enemy causes them to explode. Ignited enemies have a 15% chance to take critical damage. That would be kind of nice. That would be kind of nice. We're going to do that. Seen too many trashy horrors to even pick a favorite good one. LOL, hard to remember. Yeah. I hear ya. Have I checked out Good Boy or Weapons yet? It's so funny that you mentioned that, Cerberus. My daughter the other day had said, you know, when are we gonna check out that Good Boy, right? Are we gonna watch Good Boy? And I said, you know, I want to see what the reviews look like for Good Boy. We're probably gonna watch it. Haven't gotten to it yet. Is that one out on streaming yet? It probably is. Time just kind of gets away. As far as Weapons goes, Weapons, you know, for me, Weapons is it's on my top 3 of the year of movies, if not number 1. It's so good. It's so good. All right, let's get these barbs out there. It's on Shudder. Okay. All right, good to know. I like the Shudder service. You know, Shudder, I think Shudder's the one that has like that 3-hour documentary on horror flicks. I mean, it's very long, but it's really well done. It's quite good. Burns the pointed relic in all of the same rarity and gangs 8 for each burned relic. Well, we could just set up a bunch of commons if we have them. We know it's sold for a really good price too at 2,400. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do this. Let's put this over here. Let's pop this over here. And we're going to go ahead and plug this in as well. And let's light these up. Okay. Wow, 112 on that guy. That is awesome. All right, we'll put that one down there. I think we ought to just go ahead and burn this. And then maybe we'll be able to put armor on it again? I don't know. Cheers to all of you. Oh, Cujo is fantastic. Cujo's really good. It's so funny. I've been telling my daughter to read Cujo. I also told her to get a hold of the Tommyknockers because I really like the Tommyknockers. I'll fight for that. I will. I think it's pretty good. I thought the film is good too. Some nice Jimmy Smits action. Look, as a diehard NYPD Blue fan, Jimmy Smits shows up in something. I mean, I'm really going to have to hate it in order to hate it, you know? Okay. Got him. Now we'll get a chance to get some health back. Burns the pointed relic and gangs its quality. Oh, would have been good to use that on the other one. All right. We don't have anything that gives this armor. That's what I was thinking. It'd be good to use this onto that. All right. Well, let's see. We put this over here. Pop that on there. Give this some more love. That's good. Let's pop this over here. And we'll just plunk this down, I suppose. Yeah, there aren't that many horror roguelikes, Jack. There was one that I showed off that was one where you had to kind of sneak around in the tall grass and stay away from a monster that was kind of chasing around. But I don't know that that game had a strong foothold, that it kind of came and went type of thing, you know? I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, Devil Jam. Yeah, that I don't think that was the one I was thinking of. But I don't feel like there's a ton of horror rogues that come our way. All right. The ultimate battle. Oh, starting off strong. But you know, like we said the other day, do the aiming thing and hope for the best, right? I mean, it was aimed. I don't know why they're going that way. Maybe because I'm standing to the side of it? I don't know. I may never understand. That said, we're gonna try here. We're gonna try. All right, I'll stand behind it. Maybe that's the deal. It's probably because I was standing on the side of it instead of right behind it. Yeah. Yeah, let's blame it on that. All right. Uh-oh. This one's gonna be close. Yeah, I was too on top of it. Have to be very precise. There we go. It's best to roll through the laser. Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, I hear you, Cameron. Practice it. For when he blows up the last blocker here. All right, behind it. You're glad that you don't have to find relics in a dungeon to pay rent. Yeah, what a time that would be, right? I am also glad real life doesn't work like this for me. Risking life and limb to then come back and try and rip Miss Carruthers off for the highest price you can. Just to get some sandwiches later. Probably not a great time, right? Poor Mrs. Carruthers. All right, let's bounce out of there. One to go. Drink some Ludens. There it is. Bloodshed. FPS roguelike where you're blasting skeletons and stuff like in an old village cemetery. Yes. Bloodshed, Jack. I know it well. That's a great one. Very old-timey FPS style, too. Great game. Kind of auto-shootery, too, right? If I remember right. That's where that practice would have come in, Cameron. All right. It does get considerably more challenging at this point. Now we got two more. I'm gonna call them Estus flasks. If you know, you know. You know, I also considered picking up Night Rain. Huge Elden Ring and Soulsborne fan in general. Would like to get to Night Rain. And then I said, well, you know, I've already got 18 games I gotta play. Maybe don't get Night Rain, right? So I did the responsible adult thing, and I did not get Night Rain. Holy smokes! All right, let's get out of there. Go ahead and drink the second to last. I think we can do it. I'm definitely biased, but I think we can do it. I saw that there was a DLC, and I think they're adding another character to it as well, right? Or a new class. Where do we stand on Night Rain, folks? Do we like Night Rain? I mean, I tell you, I've seen videos of it. I have not played it at all. But I thought it'd be fun to play with a buddy of mine. You know, we usually get together and game on Friday nights. Oh, man. All right, let's end this guy. 2 new characters, okay. Now, does the game stay interesting? Do you want to jump back in and play it over and over and over again? Is it emergent and packed with enough variety where you feel like, hey, no 2 rounds are the same? You keep coming back. Is the challenge level such where, you know, you find yourself wanting to, you know, hey, just one more run? Is it like that? Does it get the hooks in pretty good? Okay, you know what? We can armor this guy up again. We should probably do that. Let's see what we got here. Burned. Clone this relic. I know this one sells for quite a bit. So let's pop this into play here. Actually, let's put that over there. And let's go ahead and put armor on this guy. And then we're going to switch this out. Nice. Burns the pointed relic and copies its curse. Burns the pointed relic and oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so we want to do this. And we want to burn this guy right here. So let's pop this up here. Let's put this over here. We're going to pop this guy over here. Perfect. Okay. That worked out pretty well. Now, the only other thing we could do here off the top of my head is we could pop this over here and make a copy of it, right? No, that's got to have armor on it in order to... Oh, no. Oh, that was an oopsie. That was an oops. That was definitely an oops. That's okay. Oopses happen. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Oopses happen, right? There was bound to be an oops. It's fine. It's fine. All right, the sound of hubris, new material. And we're out. We're out. The base game hooks you pretty good. I'm not a fan of the Deep of Night mode. It's too hard for me. Okay. All right. Let's see, do we have a special free day? No event scheduled today. So the next day, the relics from Culture Aeolia are popular. Okay. All right. I got a bigger store now. That's kind of exciting from last time. And, you know, like we had talked about, this banner over here actually drives the customers over here to make the purchases on this side first. So you put the least valuable items over here, and then you build up some buffs along the way. Doing it live. How about that, Tobin? How about it? Thanks for being out here. All right. Let's pop some stuff down. We'll put the uncommons here. We want to sell those for the good price so that we can unlock those buffs. Okay, you know what? Let's just knock it down maybe by 20, and maybe we can get it to there. And that's gonna do it for the uncommons. Okay, now we're gonna step on over to here. This is the exciting part of the store. This is where the deal making really goes down. All right, 2,300, but that's not a happy price. And there's a multiplier over here that's very significant anyways, so let's try 2,100 and see if that's a slightly happier price for us. Yeah, we made some progress. We did. We did. We got a little bit bigger of a store happening. It's exciting. These are exciting times at the Goat Emporium. People are quite thrilled. All right, so 900 is still a happy price. You know, I think we'll stick with that. And let's go ahead and pop this guy down. 750. 910 is still a cheery price. Okay, hey, if you're willing to open up the wallet at 910, that's a win. Let's start there. Let's open things up. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna buy with all the money. It's a good question. Yeah, we'll check out the different NPCs and see what's on offer. See, this is nice because they go over there first. They come over, they make their purchases, and then we get points toward the buffs. It's good stuff. All right. Lots of customers here. Okay, let's see. Rare relics sell for 40% more. Holy cow. I think we will do that. No, I don't think there's anything in the robo chest. We can double check that. Wow. Perfect sales grant 40% more. Yeah, let's go for that. I think we'll probably pop that off here and there. All right, we got to get some more stuff out there. Holy moly. Ooh. Okay, I don't know what this symbol refers to, but I'm assuming that's maybe a good thing. I don't know. Suppose we're going to find out, aren't we? All right, have I sold one of these before? I have not. So maybe we started at 1,500 and just see what happens? We'll go over here and let's pop this guy down. Now that quality is extremely high, so you know, let's try this. Let's see if we can get 15 grand out of it. Oh wow, that's a big sale over there. That'll do. Nice. Okay, so they don't love that price. Let's try dropping it by 5. We'll put this other legendary up there. That's a pretty high quality to it. Let's see if we can get it to this zone right here. Okay. Did he scowl at this price too? Yeah. All right, that's fine. We'll drop it by a little bit. Okay. All right, still not happy with this price point, so we'll drop it again. There's a little bit of stinginess right now. I mean, I know it's hard out there, right? All right, unhappy but willing to buy. We'll settle for that. I'm okay with it. Very excited about that price. Nice. We will check the robot chest in a moment here. Just to make sure. You know what? Let's drop this just a little bit to see if we can get into the happiness zone. Just to figure out where that's at. We'll pop this guy out here to 1900. Let's drop it a little bit. And let's check our... Nope, so nothing in the robo locker. What do we think? What do we think? Yep, okay. Not bad. Alright, so we're going to get one more buff here. Relics sell for 10% more for each previous sale, but expensive sales reset the effect. Just don't know if that's retro. Like, does it go back for all the previous sales? I'm guessing no. Relics sell for 20% more. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's perfect for the last one, right? I don't know if there are market forces in the game or not. That's a good question there. I haven't run into any yet. But I will say this, to your point. There are certain days where the item types are worth more, right? So you can kind of like gauge where it is that you want to go based on what's happening. So I guess that's a market condition. IRS is a knocking, yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yep. Well, everybody's got to dip their beak, right? Everybody's got to get paid. All right, so, you know, I have the money, but what I'm up against is the resources a lot of times that you need to do some of these things. So let's see what all is available to us. And then maybe we'll just go buy some of the resources given the amount of cash that we've got. I find that it's much faster to just roll everywhere. See, another 20% in damage would be pretty nice for the gun. So, I think we're gonna come down here. And let's just check and make sure we can't upgrade any of these patches. Yeah, see, these are all looking for some resources. And I know I've got enough for this, but that feels like that would zap a lot of what we have there. I might just go ahead and do this one. 30% less damage, why not? I have the, I've got that resource, don't I? Oh, maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. All right, apparently I needed to do that there. Okay, so this one's maxed out. Still on the fence for this game. I love the first one, but this seems more linear compared to the old dungeons. You know, it is. It is. I think, you know, the only thing I would say in contrast to that is that you do get to pick your path, you know, and those are varied. Right? Do you want to go towards powers? What do you want to kind of go after? But I think you are correct on that. I did enjoy the dungeons of the previous game, for sure. All right, let's get a handful of these. And maybe we'll take those and we'll go get the upgrade for the gun damage, maybe? But I hear you for sure on that point. I like both games. I want to see what the spear requires as well. Oh, boy. We go gun or spear? I mean, I like both. All right, I'm going to go spear, actually. Everyone wants to be Hades. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sworn is the same thing. Yeah, no, it's a good point. It's a good point for sure. All right, so why don't we go here? And I don't think I have finished the boss of this area. It is challenging. There's some volleying that's required. That's pretty tough. But we'll give it a shot. I like this setup. I like being able to pick my path. The first one was good as well. Yeah. All right, refill your health to 40% after defeating all enemies in a room. Your special deals plus 25% damage and applies 1 ice stack. You know, that does sound pretty good. It's an epic. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, you like shields? The thought crossed my mind. I like powering up the weapons right off the bat. Have a like for the stream. Happy Thanksgiving. This year I'm thankful again for Cherry Ludens. Pour one out for Cherry Ludens. This game is okay, I think. But it is a bit of a different animal. It certainly is. It certainly is. All right. Special applying ice stacks is going to be very helpful, I think. Oh, these guys are super tough. All right. Oh, the shields stack. Wow. The old dungeons had a Legend of Zelda feel. I totally agree. Totally agree. I love the first game. Okay. The curses involved with the items in this area are very interesting. You got dolls and things that make dolls. All right, absorbs the pointed dollar crystal of the same rarity and transforms into a soldier doll. All right, so let's first make a petrified relic. And then we're going to use this to make a doll. See that? It's just like in real life. And then this, once placed, gains 6 for each adjacent doll. Okay. That's very exciting. All right, we're just going to pop that over there. We're going to pop this over here. Put that over there. Getting the shield perk is like a guaranteed win. Man, maybe so I blew it, huh? Okay. Good to know. Did not realize that that it stacked like that. It's funny, you mentioned Cherry Ludens. We've been going through head colds here, and I legit have a bag of Cherry Ludens because of course I do. Of course I do. Come on now. Kind of goat would I be? All right. Absorbs common relics in the same column. If we put it in the corner, it's going to transform crystals in the same row into dolls of the same rarity. Well, I don't know that we're going to take advantage of that just yet, so we'll just keep that over there. And we will pop this. Absorbs the pointed doll or crystal. Yeah, we'll just pop that over there, I think. All right. Ludens makes a good ham garnish. You know what? I could see that, actually. I could see that. Gotta stop burning items before you get the max value from the adjacent specials. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Mistakes have definitely been made. All right. Let's see here. I think we're gonna head this way. I like a good foam perk. Okay. This stage has a really interesting look to it. Ouchie. Now you got me thinking about ham. I'm telling you. And we're not having ham tomorrow. I'm gonna have to settle for turkey now. I'll pop this over here. Each time you petrify, this relic gains 2. Petrified adds 2 to all relics in the backpack. Oh. Well, that would be interesting. Yeah, let's do this. Petrifies the pointed relic. We will do that, and transforms into a prince doll. Huh. Okay. Well, let's make another. So this will make a prince doll then? No? Okay. Slightly confused, but that's all right. Nobody's shocked. Two greed items. Okay. Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. So the condition is 2 must be absorbed. I'm with you now. Oh man, that is so good. All right, we'll do that. We'll get around to that. We can find another green along the way. Yeah, that's how I'm understanding it as well. Gun deals plus 40% damage and inflicts foam. 30% chance for these to spawn in pairs. Getting 10 glass stones, 8 vouchers, 4 reroll dice, 1 potion. I think we're gonna go foam on the gun. Yeah, see, I got really used to how things worked in Kalina, and then I went to these other stages and thought, oh no, different curses. Oh no. But it keeps it interesting. Same rarity. Okay. Alright, we're gonna load that guy up with barbs. Awesome. See, that's good that we got some of those, I'm just gonna call them guitar picks. Okay. Next time you petrify, this relic transforms into a copy of the petrified relic. Left, right absorbs common relics in the same column. Okay. What could go wrong, right? This has to be over here. Yeah. Let me put this on the left. Awesome. All right, we will... pop that over there. We'll go ahead and petrify this guy. Okay. All right. Once placed, gains 8 for each adjacent crystal. I like the selling point. Transforms the pointed crystal into a random relic in your backpack. Oh. Well, that could be nice. Yeah, we could get something good for this. So let's pop that over there. Let's pop this over here. Oh, outstanding. All right. Oh, we need this. We need this eventually. All right. You should use the petrified things on green items, or you can't upgrade the dowels. Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. I think we're gonna head on this way. Played the first game, haven't seen anything on the second, quite lost. Well, you know what? You're in good company. I'm still figuring out some of this stuff myself. Oh, wow. Okay. Damage was just counting down. Take a quick sip there. Yeah, I think there is a lot to this one, but I just kind of go with it to the shock and awe of nobody. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Jack. Peace out to you. All right, your attack deals plus 35% damage and applies 2 ice stacks. That sounds great. Yeah, let's do that. Ice is nice. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Rob. Oh yeah, that attack has gotten quite good. Quite good indeed. Love how those ping pong back and forth, those barbs. Hey, speaking of barb, how about this for a transition? Speaking of barb, who the heck is ready for Stranger Things? Now, how about that for a transition? Come on now. Petrifies the pointed relic. Okay. Let's do some petrifying here. Let's go ahead here. Ongoing. Crystals are created with +4. Each time you petrify the pointed relic, this relic gains 6 and changes direction. That sounds nice. Let's do that. Pop this guy over here. Plug that on over there. We'll go ahead and take this. Yeah, I am not prepared for Stranger Things. They actually recommend 3 or 4 episodes specifically to go back and rewatch. And then there was another recommendation, you know, well, if you can't watch 4, then, you know, then just watch this one. I don't know when I'm going to have time for Stranger Things. I do like that series quite a bit. I just don't think I'm going to get to it right away. All right, foam removes ice stacks and freezes the enemy for 3 seconds. Ice lasts 3 seconds less, but deals plus 50% damage. Genies are cast in pairs. I'm going to re-roll this one, actually. All right, genies deal plus 80% damage and apply 1 ice stack. Your gun deals plus 35% damage and applies 2 ice stacks. Boy, ice is nice, huh? When ice stacks are consumed, deal 3 damage for each. Yeah, I could see a case for a lot of these, actually. Let's do this. The Stranger kids should be seniors in college by now. You know what? I think they're all 21 or something like that, or they're of legal drinking age. I think I heard on the radio the other day. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, I agree with you. You know what that means? We all have gotten a little bit older too, just a little bit though, not a lot. That whole passage of time thing, you know, boy, it just kind of takes you by surprise some of these times. All right, let's get some barbs going. Got the old Silver Surfer out here. In our hearts, we're all kids. Yeah, it's so true. They're more convincing than the teenagers in Greece. Yeah. Well said. All right, absorbs the pointed dollar crystal, the same rarity, transforms into a soldier doll. Let's make another soldier doll here. Okay, so now we've got 2 of these things. Look at us. Let's try and do this thing now. We're gonna pop this over here and this over here, right? Yeah. Hold on. Okay, all right. Look at that, a Prince doll. Absorbs all pointed dolls or crystals the same rarity and transforms into a witch doll. Holy cow. All right, so we need 3 of them. Same rarity. Okay. 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 Left, right. Absorbs common relics in the same column. Petrifies all common relics in the backpack. Huh. Huh. Now that could be interesting. We want to do that? Let's take this out, actually, come to think of it, I think. We're just doing science here. All right, we're going to do that. And then we're going to put this over here, this over here. We'll go ahead and make one of these, I think. Right? Why not? Yeah, okay. Start of something. No, that's not weird. That's not weird at all. Truth be told, there are plenty of others that have have done that as well. Okay, so we got another one of these guys. That's nice. Petrified adds its quality to all dolls in the backpack. Corner transforms crystals. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh, that would be the same row. Huh. Oh, that could be quite good. All right, let's think about this. Let's put that over there. And let's maybe do this. Okay. Now we got another one of these. And oh, we don't want to do that. Now wait a second. Can we do this then? No, we don't want to do that. There is just a lot going on. But these, I think, in order to do this, we need 3 more rare princes, right? Or is it possible to do it with just another green? Like if I put this, see, I don't want to, I just need a spot to put some of this stuff. All right. We put that over there. So if I put this over here, it does not, okay, so we need 3 more blues, I think. Boy, this is some straight up science, you know? Tell you what. Okay. So then because of that, I'm gonna pop this over here. I'm gonna make another blue, perhaps? Yeah? Right? Yeah, okay. Oh, not over there. All right, we'll keep you apart for now. You can go over here so we don't cause any trouble. Okay, all right. All right. If I sound at all like I know what I'm doing, I don't. I don't. It's pure science. Folks, where we're going, I'll tell you what, we don't need roads, but I do need some coffee. Cheers to all of you. Oh, it's our buddy. I'll make you dangerous in the face of danger. That would be nice. Spearheads deal plus 20% damage and apply marked. Your attack combo is reduced by 2. I like this one. Attack spawn plus 1 spearheads. You know what? We're gonna do that guy. And we get that nice hit at the end there that much faster. Instead of 4, only 2. Might as well get another thing of Ludens. Why not? Oh, look at this. Surprised to see me here a little bit. Me too. This place is dangerous. But I thought my old friend could use a visit from the best witch around. I prepared an extra potion in case you need it. A little extra help never hurts, right? That's exactly right. A little bit extra Luden in your step. Never hurt anybody. Let's go ahead and get the perk. Hey, how are you? Great to be here with you. On Thanksgiving Eve of all times. All right. Oh, look at that big guy. Wait, he just did not want to get hit. couldn't pick the proper elevation to hit him. Maximum ice stacks are +3. Ice lasts 3 seconds less, but deals plus 50% damage. Gun capacity is increased by 40%. I think we'll increase the max stacks there. Legendary should be nice. Oh, they went down too fast. Couldn't pop the barbs off at them. All right, I'm just going to say that that room went extremely well. And we got more guitar picks. It's very nice. All right. Corner gangs, 10 for each doll in the same row. Well, we do happen to have a doll, and this is a pretty good price point for this. Once placed, destroys all crystals in the backpack gangs, 8 for each destroyed crystal. I am leaning towards this. Let's just go ahead and line up the dolls. I don't want to change this out. We're going to put the doll over here, and this can go over here, and this is going to go in the corner. Perfect. Good deal. You have yet to get hit. You didn't even need the shield perk. Yeah, well, you know what? We got plenty more time to screw up. We really do. We really do. I would like to make ice even better. But yeah, I agree. This one's going okay so far. Where'd the other guy go? Did he get melted? Oh, he's hiding somewhere. There is always room for defensive options. Yeah, I don't ever mind being over fortified. Ice lasts 3 seconds less, deals plus 60% damage. Refill your health to 30% after defeating all enemies in a room. Genies shoot 70% faster. We haven't taken advantage of the genie thing very much. I don't know. You know what? Let's re-roll it. I mean, none of them are really like jumping out at me. Gang force shields upon entering a room. There it is again. You know what? Let's do this. We're just gonna have ice forever on them. Wow, 2 legendary chests here. That's pretty good. Yes, genies are the environmental damage in the area. I will point one out next time we have it. They kind of follow you around once you activate them, and they take shots at the enemies. They're quite good. There is a perk where you can make a genie, 30% of the time on enemy death. And I had that one popping off once. As you can imagine, that was quite good. I'll tell you what, I'm glad you're catching us live. Good to be out here with you, Cyron X. I appreciate that. I'm thankful for all of you. We have the best community on all of the internets. That's just my opinion. Gangs 10 for each doll in the same row. So we've got one of those right over there, in fact. Destroys all crystals in the backpack and gangs 8 quality for each crystal destroyed. I think we're going to go with this guy again, and we'll just pop this right over here. Right? Oh, it's got to be in the corner. That's right. Okay. What are the ticks under the ammo? I will have to take a look at that. That's a good question. All right, I think we're just gonna pop. We're gonna plunk this guy over here. Yeah, plunk that over there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Once placed, absorbs adjacent crystal. Wow, this one sells for quite a bit. Now the thing is, I don't think we have any crystals at the moment, which is just fine. We'll pop that right over there. You like the Matryoshka dolls, right? Had some of those when I was a lot younger. All right. I think you're right, Cameron. All right, I think we'll go this way. These rooms have been working out pretty good. Oh, now that's the first time seeing that. So the pips underneath the ammo, that's a good question. I'm actually not sure. It doesn't have anything to do with the roll. Oh, you know what? It's the barbs. It counts the barbs from the spear. Okay, so I want to hear about Arc Raiders because I've been hearing a little bit about Arc Raiders, and is this a game that you can play solo, or is Arc Raiders kind of like a new what was that game called? Rust? I think Rust. Where you'd go out, you'd make friends with somebody, and then they, they shoot you in the back, right? Okay. So you can play it solo. Is it meant to be solo, though? All right, I am not used to the jumps and roll puzzles in these floors. That's interesting. My first time running into those. So they are keeping it fresh. I'll give them that. Oh, somebody's still bouncing around. And there he is. Well, that's good to know. Okay. And Siren, are you friendly to the others that you run into out there? It was originally supposed to be a PvE game, but apparently they decided to make it PvPvX. Okay, gotcha. Because we've probably all seen the videos at this point where people have masqueraded as, hey, let's co-op and do this together, and then they blast the person as soon as they turn their back. And I saw that and I thought, I don't know that that's a goat game. When a genie disappears, recover 6 health. Ice lasts 3 seconds less, but deals plus 80% damage now. Wow. Why not? That's the reason I've not bought it yet. Okay. Just PvE would have been great. Gotcha. I think years and years and years ago, that's probably a game that I would have tried, but, at this point, I think I'll stick to Moonlighter, All right, so whoever was asking, that is the genie. That's the environmental damage, and you can get it just by shooting those floating spheres. Oh, these guys keep disappearing on me. There he is. All right, go get him. Wow, that ice is taking down a gigantic amount of damage. That's crazy. Gave up on most of the PvP games due to anger issues. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate what you're saying, for sure. Giving up old PvP games, yeah. Yeah, I kind of just look for chill experiences now. All right, I am gonna just plunk this down in a random spot. It absorbs adjacent crystals. Okay, so these are not crystals, so we're good there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, look, I mean, there was a time where believe it or not, I was playing the Call of Duty games. You know? I was doing some Call of Duty. I was doing some multiplayer. And I had, I was trying to prestige certain things. And I was into it. That was, gosh, it was way before all of this, and it just doesn't appeal to me as much anymore, I'm 41 and it makes me rage more than the game when some little kid is yelling at me. Yeah. Well said. Well said. Here we go. Yeah, this one is tough. Serious. This one is legit tough. That said, we will try. We will give it the old school try for sure. It's the fun in games portion that really makes this quite challenging. But if we can just burn through the various segments like that, then that'll be great. Yeah, see? You gotta just pick your moment, right? Oh, boy. Let's nail him while we can. So the stacks of ice are going to be quite good there. Oh boy, what do we get going here? Can't belt that one back. Look at the ice is still counting down. That is fantastic. All right, good stuff. Gotcha. That went pretty well. Oh, you know what? Titanfall. That's a good callback. I liked Titanfall. I played a ton of that. You know, now you got me thinking of the PvP games. I played a lot of Titanfall. It's such a good time with that. You know what else I played a lot of? Can we all pour one out for Evolve? I know we've talked about Evolve in the past. So good. So, it's so much fun with Evolve. Transforms the pointed crystal into a doll. I am really just looking for the highest sell value here. Not really. I'm over the inventory meddling for right now. So this sells for, we don't know. All right, let's put that over in there. Let's put this over here, and yeah, I feel good about that. Oh, Evolve, so good. Man versus Beast, and it was so much fun playing the Beast. And you know, if you had a good group, and that was the thing, it was very dependent on the group, you know, because working together was really, really important. If you had a good group, it was so much fun. Such a good game. All right, let's pop this over here for a second. Pop this in the corner. It really was. It really was an amazing concept. Totally agree. What do we want to change out? Well, let's just go based on, I mean, do we know the value of any of these? Okay, let's just go based on quality then, or rarity rather. And we'll do that. And I think maybe I lied. I think I did beat this guy. It's a different guy that I was thinking of with the volleys back and forth that are quite challenging. But we got a lot of cool stuff. Truth be told, I'm happy just replaying these areas and doing the whole loop of running the shop. That's just such a good time. Such a chill game. All right, so like last time, we want to put the lower tiered gear over here so that we can try and build up. I'm hoping so. I think you're right. I think you're right. We're gonna knock this down just a little bit to see if we can get to that super happy price. We're getting multipliers anyways. Now the quality is super high here, so I'm thinking we should price it as such, right? Yeah, let's... I mean, we could probably go higher than that, but I don't want to push it too much. All right, so let's come over here now. We'll take advantage of some of these special pedestals. All right, that's looking good. Do some Black Friday sales. Hey, you know, speaking of, is anybody looking at anything Black Friday wise? It's funny. I mean, we were talking the other day, myself and my buddies, how cheap TVs are just on a normal day. You know, so like what gets people to wake up and do that thing now? And I know a lot of it can be done online now. You don't even have to get out of bed, but Like, what gets... It's not a TV anymore. TVs are... You know, TVs... It's crazy. TV prices are wild. Regularly. All right, we're going to open up here. Let's see what happens. About a 75-inch for 400. Come on. All right, so that's apparently a little high. So, oh, that's going to be very high. So maybe what we want to do is drop this down to 700, right? We'll drop this one down to 700 as well, right? Now let's see what happens there. Hey, Daniel, good to see you. I'm happy you were able to catch us as well. All right, so we've got happiness for the prices now. That's great. Good. We've got some activity over there that's looking good. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Increase your tip by 200. Selling a popular relic increases popularity by 20%. I think we're going to just go ahead and increase the tip by 200. That'll be great. All right. I don't know. We were talking about that the other day, actually. I don't know if that's a thing. Just the tip. Yeah, just the tip. Each sale increases your tip by 50. Yeah. Yep. All right, we need to put some more items out there. Let's go ahead with this. And we'll pop this guy over here. And now we're down to our epics. And I'm thinking we go 1,500 on that as a start at least, right? Kind of gauge it from there. Yeah, we are certainly going to get the Do-Re-Mi this time. That is for sure. And they're happy to shell out the money as well. That's really nice that he allowed the other customer to go first. I'll pop this over here. Okay. Hey, I love the videos, a ton. Voice and editing, pace of your videos, also games covered. Always a good time. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. Now everybody hits me with the kindness, but I'll tell you, I mean, I legit enjoy doing this, and you all make it possible to even be out here doing this. So I'm extremely appreciative as well. All right, so we had some happy customers today. We had some not so happy customers today, but 95 grand. I mean, come on. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Should we do another one? Who's up? Who's up for one more? Gonna do one more run? I'm open to doing one more. I'm gonna grab a sip. All right. So I'm seeing some do it now. Tone level of the voice, just how you do it. I appreciate that. What are you waiting for? Mac! You got to do a Mac. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you got to do a Mac, right? We can't do Mac dirty like that. Can't forget the hydration. Can't do it. All right, so I feel like we need 6 of these. So we're gonna get 6 of those. We're gonna buy all the things for sure. I feel like we should buy a handful of these, right? So let's get some of those, and I think, let's see, do we need, nah, we can't get one of those yet. Not yet. We're just gonna roll our way over, right? I do think there needs to be a run button. That is an opinion I've had occasionally. But rolling works as well. Oh, of course we needed 10. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go handle that. All right. Does it feel like you are running out of content, or is there still hella more? Are we talking about just in this game in particular, or just in general? Am I running out of content? All right, we needed 10 of these. You know, the beauty of doing, this game in particular, yes, I do think that's probably fair to say. I did get to a point where I rolled credits in this game, but you can keep playing. I think it's just here. If I go here. See where it says we'll be back soon in the top right there? I think it has to do with this thing and not being able to progress further with these buffs that you can open up based on your earnings. So yeah, I do feel like at some point I'll have exhausted, you know? Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I totally agree. No, wait, do we have any of those yet? No, we don't. Okay. Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad to hear it, Rob. Okay, is there anything we can do over here? Just to make legendaries pop any more often? Oh, this could be nice. Okay, well, why don't we get epics to pop a little bit more often? I actually don't know what this refers to. I think it makes the quality better, maybe? Unlocks the chance of finding deluxe relics. I mean, I should do that at some point. All right. Have I seen the Mighty 9 yet? No, I don't think I've seen that. Is that a game? It's a good question on the change in art style. Gosh, I like both of them. I really do. All right, so this is locked. I mean, this was the one that we just did. I think that this one, whoops. I think this one is the one I haven't been able to finish yet. Let's see. Yes, this is the one. This is the one. Because it's got this guy's trapped in the glass. I don't know how to get him out. I think I gotta beat the boss in order to get him out. Wizard of Legend 2, yeah. Yeah, they did. They did change that. Campaign 2 of Critical Role's D&D podcast. Oh. No, I have not seen that. Your attack grants 12 thunder stacks. Taser-afflicted enemies take plus 30% damage. So the taser is the environmental damage of this area, and that might be nice to have. Dazed and confused. I feel like that should be tased and confused, but they do. They technically they do get dazed. Okay. I do like the ignite capabilities. So if we go down this way, we've got some nice options, because then we can jump over to here and grab the extra Ludens and the lightning and another lightning. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna head towards this, I think. Yeah. Getting the goat online, Mr. Kratosin. Wow. Just wow. How about it? How about it? We're doing it live Wednesdays. What a time. All right, so let's take advantage of this. Right? This guy's going to take 30% more damage now, apparently. Yeah, you know, I put that post out there earlier today about the live streams to get some thoughts on that, and you know, I think for next year I'm going to try to do 2 lives a week. One will be the, you know, we're doing it live Wednesdays. We'll stick with something that's scheduled, but then I think the other one is probably just going to be random, you know, and if you're there, you're there, and if you're not, it'll always be there to watch afterwards. Truth be told, I like the live hangouts. Hey, I appreciate that. Cheers to you out there. Next time you shock an overcharged relic, this relic gangs its quality. Gangs 4 for each uncommon relic in the backpack. Oh, when it's shocked. When it's shocked. Yep, we're gonna do that. Okay, so we'll hold on that for right now. What is your advice for an aspiring game streamer? Well, starting out, if we're talking starting out fresh, right? My advice would be to not care about the numbers. Don't look at the numbers at all. Don't even think about the numbers. And plan on talking to nobody and getting good at that for a long while. You know, I think it's very challenging to start out and to find an audience. So, you know, that's the honest advice. Don't care about the numbers at all. And it's hard to do. It's very, very hard to not care. What is different about you that got famous with 0 live, just famous but almost 12K without 1 live? So we like hangout, personality is magnetic. Never showed your face. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Personality is pretty important. You know, having the gift of gab, I think is important, right? But I think, you know, when you start out, there's a mental battle to it, right? Because, you know, you put some time into a video and you're looking at it and you're saying to yourself, wow, nobody watched. What's the deal? You know, should I keep doing this? And a lot of people bounce out. A lot of people really just bounce out. because they get so into the numbers, and it hits them in the brain a little bit. And so there's this mental piece to it. Increase quality given by shock by 1 for each overcharged relic in the backpack. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's one of the really challenging elements to it. And it's hard not to care. Keeping it clean helps too. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I'll tell you, I couldn't be one of those people that just yells into the microphone and gets mad. Even if that's what I wanted to do, I couldn't. I also did not want to show off games that I didn't like. I didn't want to show stuff that I would be playing just to cut it down and say, oh, I don't like that. I don't like this. In fact, this is a true story, okay? A publisher reached out the other day and said, "Hey, Goat, you know, we'd like to collab with you and pay you to play this game. You know, will you play this game and let us know, your price for doing so?" And I said, "Hey, you know, thanks for thinking of me. I really appreciate that. But you know, the game looks interesting from the video, but I gotta try it first. I can't commit unless I try it and I like it, right?" And so I got access to the game today, and I played it, and I gave it a good 20 to 30 minutes, right? Because I feel like, look, if you can't hook me in the first 20 to 30, then what are we doing? I mean, it had a little bit of an onboarding. I completed the onboarding. I played the game. And I got back to her and I said, "Hey, you know what? Thank you. I'm going to take a pass on this one." You know, it's just, it wasn't something I was into. All right, we're going to go Thunder Stacks on the gun. Yeah, I get that. You can keep the stream on with your kid around. Yeah. Well, you know, I appreciate that. You know, there were some folks that would write in during Lucky Tower to Mr. Kratosin's point, bringing that up. There were people that would write in and say, you know, we actually watch your Lucky Tower stream as a family, and I thought that was so cool. Really, really neat. All right, let's bat that back at them. That's definitely what they want us to do. So we're gonna do it. Splattercat, myself, and Idle Cub are your favorites. You know what? I would like to find a reason to collaborate with Idle Cub sometime. I watch Idle Cub as well, and I like what Idle Cub is doing. Really do. Super, super chill. And I keep saying to myself, you know, I think we should show off some of the incremental type games that Idle Cub plays, right? I think it's close enough to a Rogue. Yeah, we should. Your attack deals plus 35% damage and inflicts ignite. Special deals plus 30% damage and inflicts ignite. I think I'm gonna put it on the attack. Goat Cub, yeah. I'm into it. Could be a goal for 2026. But you know, I'm a much smaller channel than Cub. I remember seeing the stream where Cub Cub made it to 100,000. Maybe someday. We should try for that too. You know, that's the other thing we were talking about. You know, numbers and my advice to an aspiring streamer. Yeah, you just at some point you have to not care about the numbers. Even once you're established, right? It can make you crazy. You can look at other creators and say, well, wait a second, I do the stuff. We have fun here. Why, you know? And then you start comparing, and it's, you know, that can be challenging. Indie games are the best. Thunder hitting an ignited enemy causes them to explode, dealing 100 damage. But you know, how often does thunder pop off, though? That's the thing. Ignited enemies have a plus 25% chance to take crit damage. We're going with this. It is. It absolutely is. And to your point, exactly. Tricky hobby. That's what it goes back to. It's just a hobby. It's a fun hobby. You got to remind yourself, hey, this is for fun. But at the same time, I sit here and go, oh my God, but if we had this many subs, think about how much more we could give to Gamers Outreach every month. Think about how many giveaways we could do each month. Think about how many this across the whole year. So it's hard not to, you know, dream big. I mean, you got to dream big, right? You got to dream big. Tell every gamer you meet to check out this channel. That's very kind. That's very kind. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, every month I get stats. How many likes, how many new subs, you know, this, that, and the other thing. And one of the data points that gets tracked is shares. You know, people sharing the video. And I think that helps quite a bit in terms of getting the word out, you know. Then as far as the other stuff goes, you know, I would just tell you, hey, the algorithm's going to algorithm, and sometimes it does what it wants to do and not what the creator wants it to do, and it's just kind of, sometimes it's just a black box, you know? You put stuff in, stuff comes out, sometimes it's the stuff you want, sometimes it's not the stuff you want, and yeah, you live to fight another day, right? All right, so we're shocking a relic and getting its quality. This looks fine. Good deal. This will remove the overcharged state. It's 4 for each uncommon in the backpack. All right, so let's pop this over here. And next time what we'll do is we'll shock this guy. We need more uncommons. All right. You guys try to post videos in the devs Discord. That's cool. That's very cool. AAA is dead to you. Yeah. I don't play that many anymore. When I do, it's usually a game that, you know, I've been after for quite some time. Shocks the pointed relic and gangs its quality. Ooh, shocked. Clones this relic. All right, let's do some cloning. All right. Perfect. That is great. Go ahead and take the battery. Problem is that AAA is not AAA anymore. Too much money. Yeah, they need to answer to the CEOs. Well, you're not wrong on that. Why is AAA not AAA anymore? Say more. Say more about that. Hey, we'll take a extra Ludens anytime. Always got room for more. God, that special is so good. Let's go ahead and tie this guy up. The higher crit rate on Ignite is really working out. I like it. Defeating an enemy has a 15% chance to cast a Thunder. Thunder only consumes 60 charges, but deals 80% damage. You know... Oh, part of me wants to re-roll. I think we're gonna re-roll. Tasers start nearly charged when entering a room. Thunder only consumes... we might just go with this one. Casting a Thunder requires an additional 50, but it deals plus 80% damage. Yeah, alright. Alright, sold. AAA titles are a woke mess anymore. Less about making the game good and more about PC. I have definitely encountered that narrative, Rob. Do seem to hear about that a lot. All right. This guy is definitely a harder mini-boss. Good thing we got the extra Ludens. Okay. All right, doubles the quality of the pointed overcharged relic. Removes the overcharged state of the pointed relic and reactivates its curse. All right, so let's pop this over here. And then this should clone this again. I think. Maybe? Reactivates its curse. So I thought it would reactivate the... Oh, so maybe we can shock it again? I don't know. I don't know. Have I hit up Ludens yet for a sponsorship? No. No, but I like the idea. All right, so this should clone it. Right? Yes. Maybe? Yes. Okay. Perfect. I should hit up Ludens. Oh, man, the GOAT recommends Ludens for your healing needs. That's fantastic. It's so funny. And it's so funny when, you know, somebody new to the channel hears me say Ludens, you know, and they're like, what is going on out here? What is going on? Each time you remove this relic's overcharge state, it gangs the battery's quality. Okay. Well, which means we gotta charge it up, don't we? That's gonna remove the overcharge. This also removes the overcharge. So let's remove the overcharge from that guy. And we'll pop that over there. I think these sell for more. Yeah, these are 80, these are 30. We'll put that over there. Okay. 9 out of 10 goats recommend Ludens. We sure do. We sure do. Okay. So, looks like there's plenty more heat to be found, which is great. And we're gonna get the new recipe on the way, which is even better. All right. This is my favorite one. Right here. I don't have to remember to press the button anymore. It's so good. It's the little things. All right. Let's see what else we can get. I'll take a quick sip here. Cheers to all of you. Real-time cheersing. How about it? Upon returning to Tresna, getting +4 quality for each room completed. Healing stops the increase of this effect. I mean, that could be... We have completed a room or two. Chest relics increase 10 quality. Current backpack relics decrease 5. Ew, I don't much like that. Defeating an enemy has a 25% of increasing 2 quality of chest relics in the same room. I think we'll just go with this. Goats go moo, but they all have sore throats, so it comes out That's fantastic. All right, so I think we're gonna go this route. And I know we're skipping all of this, but I want these in hopes of having an even better chance of that going well. This is a really tough boss. One story I like is when I hit 10K and your brother-in-law took the dinner, eat a good meal. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we sure did. You know, my brother-in-law, he's very much in awe of all of this. You know, he's not a gamer, and he's definitely not a YouTuber, but he's a really good dude. We got super lucky that, you know, we're as close as we are. We just got along really, really well right from the start. But he really is in awe. He knows the amount of time that I put into the channel, and at one time he said to me, you know, I don't like anything that much to, you know, put in the amount of time that you do to it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Legendary relics in this display case sell for plus 50%. Holy cow. That is crazy. Would a send items back to town mechanic like Heroes of Hammerwatch BOP? Boy, that's a really good question. They would have to control for the amount you could do, I think. Otherwise, yeah, it probably would get way out of hand. I love that idea, though. You know, it would just send it right back to the robot stash. That would be great. Oh, a freebie room. How about it? Look at this. Ignite can be applied twice Oh, buddy, with the second stack dealing 80% damage. Yep, I think we're gonna make Ignite real good. Okay. Oh, boy. You know, those expanding circle AoE type damage, that has always been the bane of my existence. I've never been extremely well at handling those moments. Oh, let's activate this thing. That'll help. There we go. Good night. I did play some Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. There are some videos on the channel. Your special deals plus 10% damage and inflicts Ignite. I think that's what we got to do. I like this one too, but the fact that the special is popping off by itself and we can inflict multiple stacks of Ignite. Am I selling? Yeah, I'm selling me. Oh, we're going to have a little bit of an encounter for this one. Or not. Or it's going to start out really well. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, wow. We might get off a little bit easy here. Holy smokes. Okay. Well, I'm ready. Once placed, removes the overcharge stat of all relics in the backpack and ganks 8 for each overcharge removed. I know we got at least one of them. And this is a good, solid price point here. Shocks pointed relic, copies its curse. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Fang Taser here. Let's shock something else. All right, let's make a spot. Can we make a spot? Pop this over here. Okay. There it is. Now we can pop this in here. Okay. Again, these are not as valuable, so we'll pop the batteries back in, or I'm sorry, the antique camera. Now we're ready to rip. Head on down to the healing basin there. Feels good for us. You know, I was at Costco, and Costco has a little sauna. It's got a little mobile sauna that you can set up. I guess it's more of a steam, little steam room. And my buddy actually has one of these set up in his garage, and he swears by it. Speaking of things that feel nice, it just popped into my head there. Now you all get to hear about it. A little Costco sauna action, right? Every time I see it, I think about it. But I have not, and I probably won't. Oh my goodness. So remember earlier when we were playing that boss and I Well, we hadn't gotten there yet, and I said, you know, I haven't beaten this guy yet. This is the guy. This is the guy I was talking about. The volleys have begun. Costco chicken bakes are heavenly. I am told. I have not had the chicken bake, but I have had their frozen coffee drink. And it's also heavenly. All right, this is the one that starts giving me problems. Oh, goodness. It's okay, we've got 5 things. 5 things of Ludens. There's always a possibility that I will burn through all of them. And never get past this part. Twice on that one. Alright, here's where we just run for our life. No big deal. I feel like some of these bosses are no joke. I appreciate how they built these. Oh, here we go again. Oh, boy. Oh, something is happening. Oh, God. Okay, so there are invisible walls, I believe. Oh, okay. Blew it on that. I think the first time this happened, I was thinking, where am I supposed to roll to? Gonna roll right off the stage. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, wow. It's getting faster. I don't think it's all in my head. Oh, jeesh. Come on, come on, come on. That was fun. Nice little volley. Oh, jeez. Oh, I thought maybe I could swing those at him. Pop off a Ludens here. Oh, boy. Oh, that's interesting. All right, I much prefer this to the volleys. Oh, no. Oh, I finally found my way down. Oh, this again. Oh no. Oh! Doggone it. Oh, geesh. I was really hoping and praying that that was the last. I think we're gonna do this. I have a good feeling. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was intense. There was an intensity. Wait a minute. I know that gun. You work with the chief? Babel? Our old master? He is trying to free the creature again, right? He lost his mind. He should put the curator back where he belongs. Things were better when he was in charge. I miss him. Sorry to hear this. Yeah, that boss was legit. Wow, that went okay. That went okay. I need to put a chicken bake in me. I agree. For the let the record show. I agree. Removes the overcharged state of the pointed relic and reactivates its curse. I don't know if we have anything that's overcharged. We do not. So I'm just gonna stick that over there for right now. Removes the overcharged state. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with that. Okay. Ongoing. This relic does not get overcharged when shocked. Okay. Moves the overcharged state. Well, we know we don't have any. Oh, let's try this one. Just take that guy over. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get something nice over here. I bet this is gonna be some kind of new gun material. Love going to Costco for the pizza and bakes. It's like a reward after shopping. It's so true. Have you had their frozen coffee? It is pretty good. All right, can we talk to this guy more? I truly miss him. Okay. Oh, we're sorry to hear about this. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of do-re-mi coming our way. I think so. Oh, the soft surf. Yeah, I totally agree. All right, so it looks like we have a conversation with our gunsmith over here. Let's go see what's doing. Ha, you did it. I'm sure he looked an awful lot like a something. Nothing seems to clear this guilt of mine, though. By the way, Will, if Tyke told you something about me, anything, let's keep it as something. Let's keep it as our secret, all right? I'll see you around. Hey, wait a second. What do you got anything new? All right. I haven't made this yet, just because I'm really into this gun. I should try this at some point. There's no reason not to. That was a good run overall. If I check the spinning thing behind the cube, these things over here that spin, I'm assuming you're meaning, those just mean that those have been activated, and as you hit certain tiers of money earned, the cube grants one of these buffs to you. So that's what those are. I've reached the end of being able to open up more of those because of, you know, it's early access, basically. Hey, I'm so confused. I think there's someone else inside my head, but who and why? I know you don't trust me, but I need another favor. Find Monty. He is Senda's brother, and repeat the process. He is in his own land inside Aeolia. It's quite stormy, I think. I can give you the coordinates to the place. Oh. See, there's still stuff to do. You know, even with it being in early access, there's still plenty of stuff to do. Monty's mask can help you build this. Oh. Okay. Each swing carries the strength of a storm left unfinished. Not bad. There's a bond between those brothers' masks and my curse, I'm sure of that. Wait, how do I know there are brothers? Alright, did he open up anything new in his shop? No. Okay. Well, let's open up for business. We've got some good deals to put together here. Out at the Goat Emporium. All right, we'll pop that over there, and we'll pop this right over here. And these are happy prices, right? So we'll knock that down to 70. Is this a happy price? Yeah, it could be even better. Let's knock it down to 40. These are not money makers. We just want them to help us activate the shopkeeping buffs. Here we go. Let's pop that over there. We'll knock that down to 70 as well. Oh, the new pedestal. I am glad you mentioned that, Rob. I would have totally blown it on that. Let's hope I can afford it, or that I have the requisite materials for it. Rob, it's almost like you've hung out here before, and you know that I build reverse tutorials occasionally. Very, very occasionally, right? I'm glad we can all agree on that. Okay. Okay, so got that thing, right? Perfect. Now that's gonna be quite nice. Okay, see, that's the value of doing this live, right? You can get just-in-time advice. All right, so we're gonna change this out. Pop that right over there. And that is fantastic. Okay. Well, let's put some more relics down here. We'll pop this over here. Put this guy over there. Pop one of these over here. We have not sold one of these before, so we'll just start the bidding over there, and we'll see what happens. And here's our fancy legendary case. Perfect. All right, I think we're good. I'm down to just ice, pretty much. The coffee has run out. We're just in time to run out of coffee. Right at the end. It's nice how that worked out. Okay. All relics sell for 20% more. Holy cow. Well, that's going to be the one. That is going to be the one, and that's why we have them shop over here first, for the inexpensive crap. Right? Look at this. Perfect sales grant 60% more. Relics sell for 40% more, but cheap sales spawn a stain. I think we're going to do this. Okay, let's pop some more stuff out there. Good. Pop this down over here, and we'll put our legendary back out. Ooh, this person's not very happy, but they're giving us money anyways, so I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna be okay. I can figure out a way to be okay with it. I've decided. All right, we will plunk this guy down over here. Oh, good call. Good call. Good call. I didn't even realize. You know, I wonder. Maybe we start high and we'll plunk it down from there. Looks like we got another sale waiting for us. This is great. We need one more happy in order to get the next. There it is. All right. Rare relics increase their cost by 80%, but legendary relics decrease. Yeah, I suppose we'll just throw this on there. You know, if you can set it up, okay, he doesn't like the 11,000. If you can set it up where, you know, you've got plenty of items stored away in the robot, you can build those buffs up and just keep going. Knock it down to 3 and see what happens. It looks like it should be worth 3. Okay, yeah, right. Not happy about it, but figure out a way to be happy about it. 44, not the best day ever, but still good. Still good. Well, folks, that was a heck of a stream. I had a great time. Hope you had a great time. I hope everybody has a fantastic Thanksgiving with friends and family if you're out there celebrating. Definitely have some turkey and mashed potatoes and candied sweet potatoes and green bean casserole and stuffing, hopefully with sausage in it. Have all the things, have a great time, have some downtime. Turn all that other stuff off for a minute. Be in the moment, enjoy the moment. Take it all in. And have a fantastic one out there. And thank you to all of you for all the support. Thanks for making these Wednesday nights awesome. We'll keep doing them. More in 2026. On the members side, we will have some Silent Hill 2 coming soon. How about it? What a time. And, yeah, we'll just keep doing this, right? Okay. Everybody have a great one. We'll see you next time out there. Goodbye.